Okay, guys, this is part 2 of our deck and how it works. And we're gonna show you our hands. This is my hand. Gauge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. I drew these, and I'm going first. So I'm probably going to start off with the Mammoth, because he has good defense. And I won't take damage. And I'm going to set the Mirror Force and the Rainbow Path in case they somehow get 2 monsters out. I can get a Rainbow Dragon in my hand and negate their second attack, so I still won't take damage. And then I'll hand it over to Dylan.
And I'll draw, and I'll get a Magic Cylinder. My deck is upside down. I'll set the Magic Cylinder. I'll set the Compulsory. I'm just going to leave face up. I'm going to set the Call the Haunted. And then what I do is I play Gear Tone, because Gear Tone's effective, it's destroyed, I can special. And then I set this field spell, which technically destroys the other field spell, and then I can seek out Gajiltron, and then I flip this one just so it's there. And where's the Gajiltron?
And so its effect would activate.
And its effect... Dude, I'm cold. And then Gajiltron's really good. He's 3,000 beater that traps can't be activated when I'm attacking, so he couldn't activate those, which is really nice. And then I would attack the monster.
I would put it in my spell and trap zone.
Because you can do that. And then I'd end my turn.
And then I would draw. I'd draw or play Rainbow Ruins.
And that would send the Gear Town, so its effect wouldn't go off.
Yep. And then I'd set Topaz Tiger.
And then I would
and then
draw.
I'd end my turn.
And then I would draw. I'd play Golden Sarcophagus, which I just drew. And I would banish probably a Gear Frame, which I need two more of those, which I'm getting in the mail. And I'd banish it, wait my 2 turns, and then I would compulse his face down, and I would attack him directly for 3,000, and then I would end my turn, and that would be gone.
And then I'd get really upset because he just did 3,000 damage to me. So I would set Turtle because he has the most defense.
And then it'd be my turn.
And then it'd be his turn.
Then one of my standby phases would go off, and I'd get one more standby phase, and I'd get him. And I just drew into a threatening roar. I'd set that in case things go wrong. And then I would probably just attack his monster. And then I'd end my turn.
Yeah. You see, I just drew a Magic Cylinder. So I'm hoping he gets a card besides his thing to summon.
So he can do some damage to me.
So I can fuck him up with my traps, basically. So we're going to set that card, which would be face up, because it's Totorial.
And then
I'd probably just end.
Okay.
Even though I'm not going to set the Magic Cylinder.
Now I drew into a red gadget. In this deck, it's not complete. I need one more red gadget, one more yellow gadget, one more green gadget, but then I'd summon a red gadget and add a yellow gadget. Dude. I'm not going to shuffle. I'd add this yellow gadget, and then I would just attack with Gajiltron.
Okay.
And then I'd end my turn, because next turn I can get XYZ out. And then...
And now I draw. This is where things get good.
Because he plays a Pegasus.
So I play my Pegasus. And then I would activate its effect, obviously. And bring out the Carbuncle. I would do Cobalt, because Cobalt hates me.
Yes, Cobalt doesn't hate him.
But Carbuncle is better.
Carbuncle is better. Because if you get 4, you can special
5.
summon... 5?
Yes, 5.
You can special summon 1. And then you can special summon Carbuncle, and then special summon as many as you wanted to.
And then this is where I would attack,
And I'd probably activate Magic Cylinder.
Yeah.
And you'd lose 18. My turn?
Yeah.
And then I'd probably summon Yellow Gadget, and then add my Green Gadget. Which is right there. And if you had an ultimate offering, you could easily get a couple XYZs out if you ran all of them and you had one of the gadgets. And then I would exceed for probably a Maestroke, because you gotta always fear those traps.
What does Maestroke do? You never explained him.
Yeah, I did.
You do?
Yeah, he sets the card face down, and if he's destroyed, I can detach, and he's not destroyed instead. But that works for any dungeon monster. Then I'd attack with Gajiltron. Do some damage.
Be upset.
And I'd attack 18, and he would probably activate Mirror Force.
Mirror Force.
And I'd discard, and then this would be destroyed. Now I'd go into main phase 2, and activate Call the Haunted, and bring him back, and Gage would be mad.
And then I'd be very upset.
And I drew into a Heavy Storm a couple turns ago, and then it's your turn.
I draw. I activate the spell card Crystal Beacon. I need some defense out here. So I'm going to special summon a Carbuncle. You guys are like, go for a Rainbow Dragon.
Rainbow Dragon takes time.
Rainbow Dragon takes a lot of time.
You gotta know how to play.
Unless you're like super good and can somehow like super rape your field, there's the Carbuncle.
And then I get this gear frame back next turn.
Now I have an open
Which
field.
I have a Fortress in my hand, and I run a cannon because he's an 8. So my turn?
Probably.
And then I
I'd
would draw.
probably set this Magic Cylinder though.
I drew, and then I drew a Monster Reborn. Then I get gear
I
frame back.
could have did damage that turn.
Could you have?
Yeah. I missed this cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I would summon gear frame, and then add a cannon from my deck. Where's cannon at? I'm almost out of cards. Cannon because he's an 8, and I have a Fortress in my hand. So that's an easy Fortress. And yes, I know I used to cheat with Fortress. Because I didn't know his effect, and I was told wrong. And then, Fortress's effect, a discard cannon, special Fortress. And then, I'd probably... what would I do? I'd probably fear his face downs, but then I don't want to get rid of my Gajiltron. But then again, I have a Monster Reborn, so I'd probably Heavy Storm. Get rid of all the spells and traps on the field, which would send my Gajiltron. And then I'd Monster Reborn Gajiltron. And there you go. And then I would attack with all of them. And I would attack you on you. And I'd attack you on you, and then just the rest I'd attack. It wouldn't matter.
And this is where Gage gets very happy and makes a comeback.
Yeah, because he has an abundance.
I would draw. I would, of course, activate the Crystal Abundance in my hand.
And that would send all these cards
Dominate his field.
except for my stroke. But my stroke would have been destroyed, so you still get a card.
So I still get a card. We're going to go with Pegasus. That, basically all the high attack ones.
For the potential OTK. And then he's going to suicide the Maestro, I'm guessing, right?
Maybe.
And do some damage.
Actually, I'm going to get past that Maestro. Let's see. How much life points are you at? 8,000?
We're not doing life points. We're just saying
Oh, yeah.
what we do.
Yeah.
If we
Well,
if we
anyways.
ran the whole deck.
Amethyst Cat. This point, how much attack does that have?
18.
Alright. This is going to attack that and
Oh,
destroy
yeah,
it.
that's right. He gains 400 for when he's attacking, right? A monster?
Yeah, and then
He'd
these
attack,
4 are going to attack you directly.
and that would do a lot of damage. I don't know if it'd kill me, but it'd do a lot of damage.
It would do a lot.
And it would be my
And
turn.
then Turtle's effect, to protect him, he switches into defense. It's your turn.
And I drew into a fortress.
Mm-hmm.
And then I could discard both of these to special fortress. So I will do that. Where's fortress at? Because fortress also works from the graveyard. So I discard those.
Oh, I never activated Sapphire Pegasus' effect.
Okay.
Sorry.
Continue on. And then I'd probably attack his cat because it can attack me directly and it has least
I force you to attack Mammoth.
and he'd force me to attack. him.
I have to go to the bathroom. Keep playing.
Okay. Should I draw for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Gage drew a Crystal Raigeki. Gage, will you set that Crystal?
probably set that Raigeki,
He set the Raigeki.
and then I'd switch something. All my monsters would go into defense.
And he'd switch all of his monsters into defense.
After attacking with Cat directly.
Did you just pee with the door open?
No.
Oh.
Attack with Cat directly, and then Turtle will switch it to defense.
And he's gonna attack and switch, and then it's gonna be my turn.
Yeah, Cat's in defense.
Cat's in defense. Yeah, I know. Go to the bathroom, Gage. And I'd set this compulsory. And he'd probably activate Crystal Raigeki. And then probably get rid of Mammoth. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume he's gonna get rid of Mammoth. This is targeting, so his effect does go off, but he's got no cards in his hand, so it wouldn't work. And then I would end my turn. And Gage would draw a cat.
Draw
A cat.
a cat.
Wait, what are we at for time? We have 30 seconds, so let's do your turn, then we'll...
Alright.
You draw a cat.
I drew a cat.
You Crystal Raigeki'd this guy.
Alright. I would put this in attack mode. All my monsters in attack mode.
Summon cat and kill me.
Summon a cat and rape your life.
If you weren't already dead, which you probably would have been.
Yes.
Then it would have been my turn.
Yeah.
I would draw into a Cyber Dragon. Special Cyber Dragon. 1 second. Let me just search through my deck. I gotta check something.
Defense.
Oh, okay. I do have a